Hello everyone, welcome to the Kartfabrique in Utrecht, where I am with my fiance today. We're going to be doing 3 heats, with 2 of them were the only ones on track, so that's going to be a lot of fun. She also has a GoPro on a chin mount, so we're going to be switching to that as well, so a lot of fun today. And as you can see in the top right, my personal best is a question mark, because as you saw in a previous heat, unfortunately my phone broke and therefore I don't have the time anymore, because it was on there and I couldn't recover it, unfortunately. But yeah, we're just standing still waiting for my fiance, but unfortunately my card stalled. I will wave her through, there she goes, and then they can start my card and I'll be catching up with her quite soon, because I do have a little bit more speed than her. Her first time karting in this facility, her second time in total, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. She's gonna be working to improve and get a lap time that will be close to me within 6 seconds is the goal today, so we're gonna see if you can manage that. For now we're just sticking behind her. I have learned from the last time, I want to make some more footage from her, but she's gonna wave me through because she wants to see me do the track and let me show her the braking zone. So for now we're just gonna go through and show her where I brake, and with the hand in the air is gonna be my braking zone, and if I do a fist in the air then it'll be just a lift. But yeah, I'm gonna be taking off a little bit quicker than she is, because this is her first lap. Well, I've been here for hundreds of laps. I have done days where I did about 10-12 heats on a good summer day here, and I know the track really well, but I have not been for quite a while, so it's gonna be a little bit exploratory for me as well. But again, this beautiful chin mounted GoPro courtesy of my friend Rien the Lab. But let me know in the comments which angle you prefer, up high or more on the chin where you can see the steering wheel. But for now we'll take you on this second flying lap, not going that quickly, still showing my fiance how it's done. So this right-hander will be full throttle normally, and then this left-hander as well. You aim at the wall when braking, then take a big turn to the right, and then you're on throttle again. This left-hander is actually a little bit of a brake, even though I say lift, because the next left right here where you go on the straight, that is a little bit of a lift, so I said it on the wrong way, but we'll correct that when we are done with this heat. Now full throttle to the left, and a big braking zone. There's a little spot on the floor, you can't quite see it, but it is there. Then you go full throttle through this right-hander, and then a little short straight, a little braking zone here to the left, and then you have a full throttle section. You go left, right, left, and you have to make sure to carry as much speed as you can while not hitting that wall. Then this final left, you have to make sure you don't carry too much speed, hit the wall, but still be flat out. Big braking zone here for the left, right chicane, and then you have to go on the throttle, make sure the car rotates through this left hander by having a tiny lift, and then you have to go full throttle to that final corner. I'll take it a little wide to take more speed, but a little bit of a brake, and then you go full throttle, and that's 1 lap at the Kartfabrique, which is also my favorite track for now. Maybe we'll get to a new track that I'll like more, but for now this is my favorite track. Now we haven't been for quite a while, and you can see that I hit the wall here on the inside. I'm gonna do that quite a few times this heat, and actually in the heats to come, so we're gonna have to work on that, exploring the limits while not going over them and hitting that while slowing down, because that is just gonna cost us a lot of time, which we don't want. Of course we're gonna hit it on the inside here again, so really trying to find that limit, but going a little bit too early on the turn in, and that is costing us quite a bit of time. And through this corner, make sure we don't have oversteer, because then you hit that outside wall. And now we're going through the double hairpin, and we hit the wall again, so we're really trying to go flat out on the 3rd lap already, which is not good. We hit this wall as well, so really trying to carry too much speed. The car is all cold tires, so we don't have the grip we want, but we do improve to a 53.0, so that's quite a good lap time. Still a lot to come, still to shave off at least a second. I'm gonna try not through this heat, but also through the next 2 heats. Now we have learned that the Kartfabrique has new cars after this day that we went, so we've gone again with me and my fiance, so it's gonna be real fun. Stay tuned for that on the channel. We're gonna be comparing cars. This heat we were alone on track, so we were able to, you know, find out what this track can do and how quick we can be. But those he's gonna be really busy, gonna be in a weekend, and there's gonna be a lot of people on track, so lots of overtakes, quite different but also quite fun to watch. But that's gonna be later on for this channel. For now we're just gonna see how our 4th lap has been. Is it gonna be quicker than a 53.0? Going through the final corner, we're actually up to a 52.4, so about 6/10 improvement, so that's quite decent, and we're gonna be pushing through this next lap as well. This track is quite technical, I really like it. It's quite a bit full throttle, but also quite some good braking zones. The only thing is that's quite difficult to overtake when you're stuck behind someone who has similar pace. It's really hard to get alongside or stay alongside in a braking zone because there's not a long straight or anything. You're gonna have to stick behind through one of the quick sections, and then you have a corner, and then after that corner you have a braking zone, but that is quite difficult. Like here you have a left-hander, then a little bit of a straight. It's not that long, it looks longer on camera, but when you're driving it, it's quite quick that you're coming up to that braking zone. But we have done quite well this lap. We are in the 52.4s and we're gonna be improving again now to a 51.8, so another 6/10 off, and still quite a lot of improvements. Now seeing this footage, the last corner that I took, I can definitely take a little bit more wide, maybe have a better line, but that is for later on. For now we're just pushing, looking at our lap times on the board because we can see that on the screen. That's at the end of that little straight, and now pushing again, making sure we don't hit any of the walls. A little bit of a break and we missed that wall. Now we're a bit wide through this, but that is okay. Now full throttle, just missing those apexes by a little bit, but close enough that we're not losing that much time. And then we're going through this left and making sure we don't hit the wall on the outside, and then a good braking zone. Then we're going through these double hairpins. We're going to the left, a little lift. We have a little bit of a slide, but it's okay, not too much. And now going through the final corner, we actually go wide on exit, costs us a little bit of time, but still 4/10 improvement. So improvement throughout this heat for now. And now we are going up to the next lap. Now looking where my fiance is. She is going through the left at the end of the little back straight where we are coming up here on our left. So there she goes, and we are catching up. We make a mistake, actually hit the wall. A little bit of annoyance from myself. Should have not done that, but it's okay. It's gonna cost a little bit of time, probably no improvement, but we are actually catching up to my fiance, and probably in about 1 or 2 laps, maybe 3, we will catch up and stick behind her to see how she is doing. Now I did promise some more footage of her on board, and that will be coming, guys. At the end of this heat we will show her fastest lap, because that's when she sets it, and we will also do that for the next heat where she goes even quicker, so you can compare her laps and see how someone who's only gone karting like a handful of times, 2 times, actually improves in a lap time between 2 heats, which is a very interesting. And we're gonna be trying to be improving, because after this lap we're gonna catch up with my fiance and we're gonna stick behind her for the footage. I really want to get a little bit of footage from behind so she can see how she drives, but that means it's our final chance to improve on this lap. We're doing quite well, hitting the apexes beautifully, not being too far away, a little bit away from that one though, so that is definitely some time we can still gain through the next heat. So here we go to the flat out section. Now my fiance is not flat out through this section yet, which is a bit unfortunate, but she's gonna be learning and she's gonna be doing it at the end of these heats, so that's really good. Now we're going through this hairpin. That's actually a big mistake, a big slide, cost us a lot of speed, and that means we're not gonna be able to improve. So the best lap for this hit will be a 41.466. So that's a bit unfortunate, because there's definitely some time to be gained there, but we will see in the next heat if we can do that and how we can do that. But for now we're catching up to my fiance. We're going through the left, right, and then onto the little straight, and there she is right in front of us. So we're just going through that straight, then we're gonna be flat out through the left hander, and we're gonna be later on the brakes to catch up to my fiance. So there she is right in front of us. I'm gonna stick behind her for a little bit and see how she does. Now as I said, her lines are really good, just the braking and the speed through the corners that can be improved. Now I say just like it's very easy. Of course it's in the beginning, it's easy to gain quite a lot of lap time, and when you get quicker it will be more difficult to find some pace. But she's sticking through this hairpin. I gave a little bit of advice because that's not quite the right line. Now she's gonna actually let me through, so I wanted to stick behind her, so go in front. She is actually letting me through, so that's a bit unfortunate, but that means we are going to be switching to her POV go, and it's gonna be her quickest lap. Now she thought I was going maximum speed as fast as I can. Unfortunately I was slowing down a little bit for her, but it does help her and does show you how someone in front can actually help you if you can follow their lines, follow their braking zones, and be a lot quicker than you are on your own. I definitely used that in the beginning when I started out karting, to just follow people that are quicker and then try and get quicker that way. She's doing really quite well, and she's sticking good behind me, so she's doing decently and definitely something to maximize her track space. She's leaving a lot of room to the apexes and sometimes to the walls. Of course the walls are quite scary, because if you hit the wall then you can be in quite a lot of pain. I have a rip protector, she doesn't, So that is definitely something that she is also keeping in mind now. Her line through the hairpin is a lot better to the double hairpin, and now we're going to the line. We're gonna see what the time is. So she's gonna be improving from a 59.7 to a 57.2, so that's 2.5 seconds improvement just because she was following me. So there you can see that it's quite good to follow someone and definitely helps you get quicker. Now we are going to the in-lap. Unfortunately, you only find out late in the lap that it's the in-lap, because at the double hairpin there will be showing a flag that we're going to get into the pit instead of continuing on for another lap, and that is gonna catch me out in the third heat and my fiance in the second heat. We were both on a really good lap, but we had to abort because it was the in-lap, which is a bit unfortunate, but it is how it is. Now thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching this heat. Next week will be the second heat with lots of improvement from the both of us, so that is gonna be a real fun. So thanks for watching, guys, and if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment how you thought I did, how I can improve, and then we will see you next week. Now something real cool, we have some new outro music, so we'll play that and I will see you next time. Bye bye.